Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I'll just start with some introductions, which is myself. For you that don't know me, I'm Rachael, a customer success representative here at Provident. I will be going through the updates. Then we have our consultant, Kevin Fox. He will be going through a demo on Sugar Connect and our interaction plugin. And then we have Sarah Tatum, who will be here to answer any questions that you might have. So just some housekeeping bits first. This will be a 30-minute session. Unmute yourself and open your camera to ask us anything or submit your questions via the Q&A or chat box. This session will be recorded, so any attendees will receive a video recording within 24 hours. Then our agenda for today will be user updates, timeline dashlet, sales console, reports, user interface, administration, guided selling, Sugar Connect, and SugarOutfitters add-on launch, and a Q&A. So we'll just get started. We'll start with the user updates, which is the additional action menu, as you can see here on the screenshot. The users now have their own module, and users module now will work like any other Sugar modules. It now has all of the quick create features as shown on the screenshot that other modules have. You will only be able to see this if you're an admin. So as you can see here, this would be your navigation bar and the 3 dots on the side. Once you click on that, it will bring up the quick create features. And then for the improved layout options and access table headers, I'm just going to go into my demo here. And to find this, you'll go to your icon, click on profile, and we'll go to advanced here and just scroll down. So for this, it is now much easier to use on the update. Before, you had to tab arrows down and up to view the list and drag it across and reset view. Now it's a lot easier. You can now see the whole list and it's much clearer view of it, and you can just drag it over as shown, and we'll just click save. And then for the access table headers, we'll just click into access here. And these are your headers here and your modules. So the update for this is that the access table in the user's record view now has headers that remain in place when scrolling down, making it easier to quickly determine a user's permission across Sugar modules. So if I just scroll down like this, you can see that the headers still stay in place, making it a lot easier to be able to view it. Then we have the timeline dashlet. For you that I don't know where to find it, I will just go into accounts and we'll click on an account here, and this is your timeline dashlets. So for the update on this, it is improved timeline data refreshing. So when related records are added to the record you are viewing, the timeline dashlet now automatically refreshes to show the relationship changes. Then we have the refresh button. All users can click the refresh button available directly in the dashlet header to update the timeline manually. Then we have record creation shown in the timeline. This is when a record is created, a card is placed at the beginning of the timeline to show a complete picture of the record's history. Then we have Sales Console. For this, I will go into my demo, and to find this, you go to Home, the 3 dots, and click into Sales Console here. So for the updates for this, we have inline editing in the Sales Console. In the Sales Console and Service Console, users previously lacked the ability to edit information directly inside the console. With new inline editing, users can now update the information directly within multi-line list views, improving efficiency and reducing the need to open individual records. This enhancement benefits customers, support agents, sales teams, and other users by accelerating data entry and updates. So I'll just show you how to use it here. Oh, sorry. If you double click here, the inline editing comes up, and I'll just put in something here and click save. We then have the sort by multiple columns in Sales Console, which is before when you wanted to sort something, you would have to click it and it would go from A to Z or Z to A, and it would do close date. But now for end users, previously non-admin users were unable to set primary and secondary sorting for console multi-line list views, limiting their control over data organizations. But now with version 13.3, Sugar are empowering non-admin users by enabling primary and secondary sorting in the sales and service console. This enhancement provides all users with greater control over data views, enhancing their ability to tailor data displays with their specific needs. So I'll just show a demonstration on this. For primary sort, we'll just use industry. And as you can see over here, it is sorted by A to Z. So we're starting from B and then E, and if you go down from F and so on. And then we'll go into secondary sort and we'll go to service level. And if you scroll over, you can see service level is going by tier 1, 2, 3, and so on. Then we have reports. So I'll just click back into, we have here for the updates for reports, we have focus drawer. So this is great news for users that spend a lot of time in reports viewer. Reports charts are now equipped with the focus drawer, so you can inspect your data without losing the context of the report. Before the update, you only got the data in list view, and now you have it in focus drawer. So it gives you the data and the chart. So if we just click on the chart here, it pops open the focus drawer and you have your list view here and it here on chart. Then we have the is anything filter operand. So the new is anything operand for filter runtime filters match field values that are either empty or populated, i.e. all records, which lets you filter the field when needed and use is anything to omit the field from the filter criteria when not needed. Then we have user interface updates, which is more flexibility on duplicated check report during import. So when importing data into Sugar module, you can now search for possible duplicates more effectively by combining the fields to check using an and or an or operator so that you can find the duplicates important to you. Before, all you could do was say, I don't want emails duplicated, but now you can say import opportunities, but check for duplicates on opportunity name and related company name. We then have enhanced list view operators, filter operators. When creating a list view filter using the default text field and related fields, you can now apply the contains operator. Then we have administration, which are conditionally required fields supported for BPM actions. Conditionally required fields can now be used when adding a change field or add related record, Sugar BPM action to a process definition. And really good news is compress emails archived to Sugar, which is emails that are archived to Sugar will now be compressed automatically to reduce the amount of database storage consumed in the instance. Then we have improved error message for module loadable package installations. So when a module loadable package MPL fails to install in Sugar, the error message that displays on the screen is now more informative and specifies the file that's actually causing the issue. So that's really good. Then we have guided selling, which is formerly known as customer journey plugin. For this, we have start action for call activities. Like with task, you can now select the start option from the activity action menu for call activities to set the call status to in progress from within the smart guide. Then we have options bar redesign. The redesigned Smart Guides panel option bar makes it easier to quickly create, configure, and filter your active Smart Guides. We then have archive status badge, which is the archived Smart Guides now display as a column in Smart Guides list view, and now includes two new values: cancelled archive and complete archive, to accurately represent archive Smart Guides. Then I had a question from a customer just on the is anything operant, which was, what is the difference between is anything and is empty? And the difference is empty means show me all records where there is nothing, but the is anything means show me all of it regardless as to what's in the fields. So thank you for listening to me. I'm going to pass it on to Kevin now, who will talk about SugarConnect.
Hi everyone, thanks Rachel. So yeah, I'm here to talk about two features today associated with Sugar. So the first, as you can see on the screen there, is SugarConnect. And the second is a feature built in-house by the Provident dev team called Interaction, which helps with managing both leads and existing clients. I'm going to race through these features just in the interest of time, but if you have any questions, we can answer them at the end, or if you're looking for a full-scale demonstration, then reach out to myself or any of the team here, and we'll be happy to do that, okay? So the first thing is SugarConnect. I'll share my screen here. SugarConnect is Sugar's email add-on, which has two main functions. It works for both Outlook and Gmail, but its two main functions are to be able to copy any emails directly into your Sugar CRM. And the second function is that it allows you to manage any data or any interactions directly within your email client rather than having to switch back and forth between Sugar and your email, okay? So I just have an inbox set up here with emails from two test accounts. One of these test accounts exists within Sugar and one doesn't. But just to talk you through the features of it, SugarConnect is included with Sugar Cell Premier, Cell Advanced, and Enterprise Plus, and you can also be purchased as an add-on for Sugar Serve and Enterprise. So again, reach out to any of the team here if you are interested in that. So we have an email here from John Smith. As you can see here, we have this pinned open. So this is the SugarConnect add-in taskbar, which is pinned open. Okay, now what it does automatically is once I receive an email, it's going to check whether John at this email address exists within Sugar. So as you can see here, no related entries are found for this email address. And what it's automatically offering me is to add it as a contact or to add it as a lead, okay? And this is also functional with Sugar Hint, as this is a made up email address, it's not displaying anything, but if this was at coca-cola.com or google.com, it's going to pull information from the web about this company, so number of employees, sector, and so on. So it does work with Sugar Hint as well, okay? So I'll go back to John in a moment, but Mary Kelly had sent me an email saying, can you call me today? You can see here again that Sugar is automatically linked up to my Outlook and it's checking to see if Mary exists within the CRM. As you can see here, it does. We have her contact record, we have the linked account, her title, all general account information. We have also associated modules or records to Mary as well. So we've calls, meetings, messages, and so on. Again, Sugar Hint would work here, and it would show any information about this company that it can pull from the web. So like I said, the idea here is if I go back to my home first, I have the contact record here. And what I can do is I can automatically archive this email. I can have a set that it does it instantly, or I can do it manually, but it's going to allow me to copy this email to Mary's account in Sugar. I also can create a meeting. I can create a message. So if I go to say meeting and say, do you know what, Mary's looking for a call, I'm going to set up a call today. I would just, as you would normally do in Sugar, add a subject, add a date and a time, meeting type, and so on. It's just pulling all these fields directly from Sugar. I can save that meeting then, and it's going to automatically load up here in the record, okay? I'll go over the more in-depth functionality of SugarConnect in a moment, but going back to John, John doesn't exist in Sugar, so it's giving me the option to add Sugar as a lead. So if I do that, again, same fields that's going to be in the main CRM, salutation, title, and so on. I would just save these details, and it's going to automatically pull into Sugar as a new lead or a new contact record, depending on which option I choose. Next time I receive an email from John, it's going to automatically recognize that he's in the system, and I can interact with any information that or any part of John's information via the Sugar Connect sidebar. Okay, just on the main functionality then, apart from copying emails and managing your CRM through your email client, if we go to home here, this is what you'll see for every record or every email that comes through. So this is basically not John or Mary's account or contact or opportunity. This is just your standard contacts, accounts, opportunities that exist within your CRM, and we can manage any interaction with any of these records directly from our email. Okay, we go into settings here. So if you want to customize how your Sugar Connect interacts with your email, if I go to my Sugar Connect portal here, and we have our home, we have sidebar, so you can configure that the sidebar will actually open when you have your Outlook opened. We have synchronization, so this will actually synchronize both your calendar and your contacts with your Outlook. We have our scheduler, so we can actually copy a link here. So 15-minute, 30-minute, 60-minute meeting. I can copy these links, send it in an email, and a customer then has a synced up link to my calendar and to be able to book a slot with me. Okay. Email tracking, I don't have to set up personally because it's on a demo environment, but what this will do is allow you to track emails that you're sending to clients. So it will track when they open them. It will track if they click a link on it, and it gives you really good insight into what's actually happening. Obviously, if you're particularly around sales or account management, you want to know that the emails you're sending out are actually being read or being engaged with. This will actually, if we go back to our email, we can see this activity here. So if I send an email out and a customer clicks on it, it will actually pop up here as customer read email, and it gives you really good insights into that. Okay, so you can also schedule emails that go out. You can use your built-in templates within Sugar. So if you want to send an email to John here saying, "Hi John, thanks for your interest in the CRM system," you could actually have a template that says XYZ, and it's going to go automatically out to John once you press send. Okay, so that's Sugar Connect. Any questions on that at this point? Perfect. Let me just stop sharing here for a second because that's gone all funny. But the next thing I wanted to show you quickly was interaction. So interaction was developed in-house by the team here at Provident to solve a real-life issue within Sugar. Okay, so I'm sure all of you have seen this. When you have, let's say, a list view here of your accounts, generally out of the box, what you'll see is, let's close this for the moment, what you'll see is date modified. So that is all it's showing is basically an update to a record within Sugar. So it could be, a name change, it could be a phone number change. It doesn't actually show you what that change was. Okay. So what we developed in-house was a new function that will show you the last interaction that you've had with either an account, a lead, or an opportunity within Sugar. Okay, so this is the list view, and I'll come back to this in a moment, but this is showing me the last date of an interaction with all of these clients. So this is just test data, but it will show me the last time an email was sent, a meeting was held, or a call was held with all of these clients. If it's blank, it means that there's been no interaction. Okay, so if I go into 247 couriers here, and if I open my side pane, this dashlet is going to show me the last interaction that I've had with this client, 247 couriers. Okay, on the right hand side, we can see here there's a green dot. If it's within 30 days, it's going to be green. If it's outside 30 days, it's going to be red, obviously indicating that we want to be more engaged with both our leads and our existing clients as much as we possibly can to ensure their happiness, long-term relationships, and so on. This dashlet works exactly the same as other record relationships within Sugar in that we can open the focus dashboard. So if I look at this last meeting, for example, if I open this dashboard, it's going to bring up, let's close this, it's going to bring up the details of this last meeting. Where's it gone? So last meeting, focus dashboard. We can see here, it's just title is introduce all players. It will show basically the general information. So attendees, invitation body, date and time, and so on. One key thing here with interaction is that it's only going to show meetings or calls that were held and emails that were sent. So if we go into a call here, In the standard functionality, you can see here it's held, but if that was scheduled or in progress or cancelled, it's not going to display. So the key to this is we only want to see when an actual meeting was held, because that's going to give us an indication as to when we had a last interaction with this client. Okay, so back to accounts, where this can become really key for both, like I say, prospects and existing clients, is we can actually create a filter here that will show us when we last interacted with a client. So if I go to build filter, last interaction accounts, let's say, as you know, Sarah, sales manager, she wants to see when or how many accounts that we have not had an interaction with in the last 6 months. So last interaction is more than 180 days ago. It's going to filter this down, and I can see all of these accounts I know we have not had an interaction within the past 180 days. Okay, just to show you the functionality, if I go into 5D investments, if I create a quick call, and if that call was yesterday, change status to held. We can see now that the functionality has kicked in, and the last call was actually 1 day ago, 11:30 yesterday. 5D investments, if I go back to my accounts view now, 5D investments has now disappeared because an interaction was held yesterday. Okay, so we could save this filter. Let's say last interaction over 6 months and save. This means every time I come into my accounts view, I have a view here to show me last interaction over 6 months, which means I can have a quick look at what accounts need urgent attention. Okay, this functionality, like I said, works with both leads and opportunities as well. So from a sales point of view, if you're managing your leads or your opportunities, you know, depending on your internal processes, you might want to have an interaction with a lead every second day, every week, you know, whatever works for your own individual sales processes. But it works really, really well as a quick visual as to what accounts or what prospects need attention. There's also the potential for development here that we could create a process definition or an automation that says once an account slips into the over 180 days or 90 days, create a task, and that task gets assigned to a member of your team to say, hi, interaction was last held over 6 months ago. Please reach out to the client to set up a call. So it's really, really useful. In terms of how you guys can avail of this, same place as all Sugar Outfitter apps. So you go to your help, go to Sugar Outfitters Marketplace. If we search for interaction, comes up here. All about pricing, docs, support, and so on. There's a quick video of how it works, similar to what I've touched on there. But yeah, so you can do it that way if you want to add it on directly. But if you want more information or a more extensive demo, like I said, reach out to myself or the wider team here, and we'll be happy to go through it in more detail. But yeah, so that's how it works. If you have any questions on it, let me know, or any questions on anything Rachel discussed as well, I'll hand back to Rachel. But yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Share my screen here. So I'll just pass it on to Sarah, who will be answering any Q&As that you might have.
Thanks, guys. Hi, everyone. I hope you're all well. So we do have a question that was asked before the session took place about uploading important CSV files into Sugar. This particular customer said sometimes it doesn't accept the MS Excel CSV, it does not see the header, and other times it's sometimes okay. So for that particular customer, I know who you are that asked that, and I can't see if you are on here, but I'll reach out to you. It's not one I've come across before, but we can go through it together online and see what that issue might be. But yeah, so does anybody else have any other questions on what's been presented or displayed today?
Hi, Sarah. I have a question.
Yeah. Hi, Joe.
How are you doing?
I'm good. You?
Very well. Sugar Connect, the old Outlook plugin from Sugar, used to have the ability to change the actual title of the email before you archived it.
Yeah.
Sugar Connect doesn't have that ability. Now, there is a couple of workarounds which are quite cumbersome. Is there any possibility that Sugar Connect will be looking at that in the future?
I will raise that as a feature request with Sugar. I have also seen your post on the Sugar community about that as well. Actually, I saw that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we can simply raise it as a feature request, which we can do through our portal with Sugar. So we'll do that today. What I might actually do is reference the link that you put in the part in the Sugar Community Club as well. Because I have seen, obviously, you've had a few other people comment on there. So, you know, it is obviously something that other people that would like it to do. So no, we'll do that today. I'll hop into the portal and add that as a feature request, Joe.
Yeah, that's great. It's just that it would allow us to track our history better within each of the accounts, because it's much nicer being able to turn around and have our own history system so we understand it. That's the reason we would want to change the titles. Another thing, we don't seem to have sales console on our system. Is there a reason that in SugarCell we would be missing that?
I will triple check today the SugarCell license that you migrated over to clouds, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, let's check which cell license that is, and if it's not available, why. So Rachel and I will look into that one and come back to you specifically on that, Joe.
Great. I have a pile of other questions, but I'll let you come back to me because I'd like to set up a one-to-one meeting. I want to discuss training.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. So I'll tell you what then, Joe. We'll look at the sales console. We'll raise the feature request around the email subject archiving using Sugar Connect, and we'll come back to you on an email about the sales console, and then we can coordinate a one-on-one session from there.
That's great, Sarah. Thank you very much.
That's all right. No worries. Hang on a second. Let me just expand this out here. I can see a hand up. Hello, Robert.
Hi, Sarah. How you doing? Hi, Rachel. And hi, Kevin. Thanks for this today. Very interesting. Just really, I was going to back up what Joe just said then, actually. I had a quick look for Sales Console during the presentation. We don't have it either.
Right. I'll check it for both of you.
Thank you very much.
Anybody else? Any other questions while we're here? If obviously if you think of any later, then you've probably got all of our email addresses. So feel free to okay, Robert again. Yeah.
Go again. Sorry. The reports drawer update that you went through, Rachel, which looks quite good, where it sort of comes in from the side as opposed to replacing the whole screen. Again, I did actually try that during the presentation. And is there a reason why it wouldn't work?
It would depend on the version of Sugar you're on. So that's one of the things I'm going to check around your sales console.
Console as well. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it would depend on the version you're on, and if you've yet been migrated to the latest version, which I wouldn't see why not. So we'll look at that. So just to check, you've gone to the report, you've clicked in a segment on the report, and the focus drawer hasn't come out, yeah?
No, it's just doing what it used to do, sort of takes over the page with a different screen. Yeah.
All right. Okay, we'll check that as well, Rob.
Cool. Thank you very much.
No, you're very welcome.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you everyone for joining. As I said at the start, we will send a recording within 24 hours for this. And yeah, I hope you all have a good day. Thank you.